Yeah, there's a lot to catch you up on. I've been hiding something from you guys for the past 5 months, and it is time to bring it into the light.
We're pregnant!
Now let's address the elephant in the room. No, this was not planned. Just like any other female out there, whether they admit it or not, we all have timelines. And my timeline was to get engaged by the end of the year, married next year, and then a baby the year following. But as they say, man plans and God laughs. Which, speaking of God, we're going to get to him. Now, before we dive into the details of today's video and catch you up, I want to point out that while this is an announcement video, I'm also creating this to help other women who are also dealing with a surprise pregnancy. This is something that is not easy to process, and there are a lot of emotions that go into it, both for yourself, your partner, as well as your parents.
Y'all are going to be grandparents.
What?
Oh, wow.
What? Oh my gosh!
But Sam, but y'all had decided to get married even before that, though.
We decided to get married before that, and
Yeah.
then
And it was a surprise, obviously.
Wait a minute, do I need to polish up my shotgun?
I was worried. You were the one I was worried about.
So
How do you feel?
I'm 9 weeks.
Wow.
I'll be praying.
So what's the due date?
Your birthday?
February 19th.
So I guess
Birthday present.
Sam,
Now, while this wasn't necessarily planned, I'm not so surprised that it happened. I'm a big believer that the words we use impact our future. And for years, I have been saying I want to have passive income by the time that I'm 30 so that I could be a stay-at-home mom. In fact, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you've heard me talk about this. My goal is that by 30, I have a passive income source. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I was seriously raised to be a mom. Like, I have always wanted to be that way, and I want to stay home with my kids because my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and so I kind of got to see what that looks like. But I didn't want to put pressure on my spouse to have to pay for me to stay at home. So I thought I would be proactive and create passive income so that I could stay at home with them. Now, the goal was to do this by 30. I'm now 28, and as 30 nears, I'm like, I might not have kids by 30. That seems really young, but who knows? We'll see. Be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. I turned 30 this Friday, and my goal for the whole year has been to get my course from the live launch model, where I was very active in it, to the evergreen model, where it is more of a passive income source. I officially launched this evergreen offer in August with my main 3-part video series, and let me tell you, launching an online course during the first trimester is no small feat. Good morning, although it's 11 o'clock, so technically good afternoon. Anyone else feel like they're going an uphill battle recently? So much work, and I still feel like I ain't going nowhere right now. It's like, sometimes, you know, sometimes. Good morning, people. I have not been able to wake up in the last several days. So tired. Just want to chill in bed all day. Today I'm taking you behind the scenes as I film this 3-part video series that has been driving me absolutely crazy for several months now. So much so that I had to ask my boyfriend to come help me finish it so that I can actually get this thing.
We're excited to get this thing finished and out today. It's gonna be amazing.
This is where your mind has to work twice as hard because it's not scripted, so you have to remember like what you said and all that. Whew. Come on, mind. All right, people. I was filming from 9 a.m. to 10:40 last night, and I is tired. So instead of going live on Instagram, I'm gonna take a nap. The problem with not just getting up and hustling is I now don't want to do anything. Debating taking a break and watching a Netflix show.
Thank you.
Why are you fighting this when all it's going to do is make you happy?
Right, that was amazing. I'm stopping, turning off the TV, and I'm gonna try to plug in for a little bit, film some videos. I don't want to face the day. It's already 11. Man. Pipeline fully laid out. lunchtime veggie chips and tuna while putting my feet on the earth. $11 p.m. Everything's done except tomorrow's YouTube video. Once I made it through that challenging phase, the next order of business was to get engaged, a step that I was not willing to skip. So Sam and I made our way down to the menagerie in Austin, Texas to design a custom wedding ring using family stones. And it's gorgeous, if I may say so myself. But of course I couldn't see it until Sam actually proposed.
Will you marry me? We're getting cheers from all around. Check it out. They ring a bell. Was that the wedding bell? Oh my God! They're ringing the wedding bell. It's beautiful on you, dude.
That is so pretty. I need to take this one off.
Bam.
Yeah, I can hold it if you want.
Now, as I promised at the beginning, I'm going to give it to you guys real. The launch was enough of a distraction to kind of push off telling anyone about the pregnancy. But afterwards, it started to become a conversation within the family. And the general consensus was to get married. And not just before the baby comes, but before we tell anyone. Personally, I wasn't ready to get married ASAP. We had just gotten engaged and it felt like we needed more time before we could make that choice. But it was also challenging not to tell people because we had just gotten the envelope to find out the gender of the baby. And I, like any millennial woman, wanted to throw a gender reveal party. With lots of conversation and processing through emotions, we ended up convincing our parents to allow us to have a gender reveal party with close friends with a strict no social media policy. We were so excited. Now, I'm not going to lie, finding out that I was having a boy was also a lot to process. Having now spoken with other women about their experiences, I know that this is actually normal. Whether you are having a boy or a girl, there is a processing phase of discovering how you feel about it. So if you are someone that has experienced this in the past, I would love to hear your story. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section below so that we can all share our truths and make each other feel more grounded and accepted in the experience that we have in our lives. Little fun fact for you, I'm currently sitting at 1 hour and 15 minutes for recording this video up until this point. So be sure to click that like button because it really helps me out, and drop your love in the comment section below, because after all, YouTube is an algorithm. Now, once we told the parents, got engaged, had the gender reveal, the next order of business was to tell all of you about it. But first, this must be signed. Now, quick backstory for you. I grew up in a Christian household as a missionary kid, and Sam comes from a Catholic family that is also very strong in their faith. Together, Sam and I also have a faith. And as many of you know in this situation, getting pregnant outside of wedlock isn't exactly the best thing. So there were some feelings about it. This is where the rubber hits the road, and the part of the video that my parents and in-laws might not love. God be with me through this moment. While I am being sensitive to the needs of every party involved, I also feel the need to speak my truth. So before we dive in, I want to share this Brené Brown quote with you. Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves even when we risk disappointing others. Only when we are brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with how this process works, let me quickly catch you up. You first have to get a marriage certificate, wait 72 hours, and then go and get married. You have 90 days to do so. You can either do it with an ordained priest or someone else who is ordained on the internet, or you can go to a courthouse to do so. Now, I almost went along and played the game. The plan was to get married on Monday the 25th before this video comes out on the 26th. But intuitively, it didn't feel right. Honestly, this is a conversation we need to be having. Having this piece of paper does not do away with any wrong that was previously done. It merely does away with the shame behind it. Marriage is not something you enter into because of shame. Marriage is something that you enter into because of love and abundance and joy. Going to a courthouse to sign a piece of paper prior to this video announcement coming out just didn't feel right. Sam and I both agree that getting married before the baby comes is a good idea. That way we have the same name on the birth certificates and we are going into this as a joint partnership from the get-go. But we have until February 19th, which is the due date, to do that. And we have 90 days to get married before this certificate expires. So stay tuned for that part of the journey. So ladies and gents out there who feel the need to hide it, to cover up this sin of getting pregnant outside of wedlock, I share my story with you because I do believe there is a way to navigate this situation that will bring joy and love to all parties. Hear your parents out, hear their fears, give them the opportunity to speak, listen to them, consider their opinions and everything, but then tap into your own intuition and wisdom in order to make the ultimate choice. This is your life and you are becoming a parent. And with that, you are going to need to set boundaries with your own parents and start a life on your own. This is a big moment and it's not going to be easy. And for those of you that are beating yourself up about this, don't do that. Let this be an opportunity for growth and self-acceptance because everything happens for a reason, and your baby is a blessing. So there you go, that's my catch-up. I'm engaged, pregnant, soon to be married, and very excited to meet this baby boy coming into my life in February. And along the way, I can now take you guys with me. I'm so excited to do so as I continue moving into my passive income journey and becoming a mom in the process. If you're still watching this video, thank you for staying all the way until the end. Please be sure to click like and drop your comments below letting me know, and I look forward to reading every single one of them. I'll see you in the next video. And just to give you a little behind the scenes, it took me 1 hour and 40 minutes to film this video. It was an intense one.